Hi, this is Hannah Heath from Collectible, and I'm here to talk to you about The Legend of Tarzan. As you may or may not have heard, The Legend of Tarzan is a live-action film that was released on July 1st. It's directed by David Yates and co-produced by Dark Horse. It takes place after Tarzan has left the jungle and goes back to England to marry Jane. But at this point, he's no longer calling himself Tarzan. No, he's John Clayton III, member of a prestigious British family. He spends his days drinking tea out of china cups and doing whatever else it is that cultured British people do. I wouldn't know what these things are because I am neither cultured nor British. When George Washington Williams, an American, tells him that he suspects the Congo natives are being enslaved, he changes his mind. Many of these natives are friends of John and Jane, and they aren't about to let them become slaves. So, they set out to Africa to free their loved ones. Unbeknownst to the Claytons, a tribal chief has offered the Belgians many diamonds in exchange for Tarzan, who once killed his son. Once John discovers this, he is not willing to give himself over to this chieftain. The Belgian envoy, Rom, kidnaps Jane in an attempt to blackmail John into cooperation. This is not something that John appreciates, and he goes full-on Tarzan in an attempt to save his wife and free his friends from the oppressive Belgian government. Overall, I thought this movie was actually pretty good. Alexander Skarsgård, who is Swedish, which is why his name sounds odd, did actually a very good job playing Tarzan, a character who naturally has very little dialogue, and thus I would assume is very difficult to pull off. Jane was great, and the CGI animals were actually very impressive and beautifully done. They looked like real animals. There were pretty much only two main problems with this movie. Those two problems being Samuel L. Jackson and the two villains. Samuel L. Jackson played George Washington Williams, the supporting American character. He just felt completely out of place and very unnecessary. I mean, you have Tarzan running around the jungle being awesome, and then there's this random character trailing after him looking extremely clueless and out of place. His dialogue and accent did not fit the time period at all, so I'm kind of not sure why he ended up making it into the movie, since he really didn't add anything to it. As far as the villains go, the Congo chieftain was interesting, but the Rom, the Belgian villain who goes around killing people with his rosary, well, he didn't come across as scary or intimidating. He just came across as a total creep, and I think everybody is ready to be done with that kind of villain. That being said, there were a lot of really good things that really worked to this movie's advantage. As I already mentioned, Alexander Skarsgård nailed Tarzan. The film score was actually pretty cool. It relied heavily on drums, something that really matched the overall feel of the movie. There were some impressive shots of the jungle that really reflected its raw power. And also, this is kind of an odd thing to mention, but there were some really interesting shots involving water in a lot of different scenes in this movie. Some shots were slow motion and helped capture the power of water, which I thought was a really cool reflection on just the energy of Tarzan. I thought it was really cool. All in all, I really enjoyed this movie. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think it's a great summertime movie, so if you find yourself looking for something to go see, then yeah, I think you should go see The Legend of Tarzan. If you have seen this movie, please leave a comment below and tell us what you thought. If you have yet to see this movie or are absolutely not going to go see this movie, then please leave a comment below. If you have absolutely no opinion on the matter but still want to say hi, then please leave a comment. Basically, we love hearing from fellow geeks here at Constant Collectible, so feel free to get in touch and tell us your thoughts. And yeah, that's all I had to say. So have a good week, stay out of trouble, and may the Force be with you.